Good morning, everyone. It's Crypto Meow Analysis coming back at you with another video on an update video on Bitcoin. So, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I focus on clean technical analysis without hype or noise. Basically, we just kind of look at it every single night on the live stream, see where the next targets are, and we look at some basic indicators like the moving averages, the Gaussian channel, the RSI, the stock RSI, and a couple other ones. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. So starting on the daily time frame, Bitcoin remains in a broader bullish structure, but unfortunately, momentum has clearly slowed down, and we are getting rejected at resistance again at the 95.2. However, the good thing is that we are still maintaining this uptrend, but this is arguably a bear flag forming. So obviously we'll get into that. So after rejecting from the upper resistance zone, price pulled back aggressively and is now consolidating in a major demand zone between 83.6 and 91, which is shorter term area of support. We said that, you know, once we broke 103, that was basically all she wrote. I did say that once we break 103, the next area of support is going to be between the 786 and the 618 at 83 to $90,000, and we came back, and we've been in this zone since November of 2025. So keep in mind, we've been in here for November, December, we're going on 4 months now of price action staying in this level. So right now, Bitcoin is trading around 88,000. Well, 89,000, but that's crazy. It was just 88,000. It was just 88,000 this morning when I woke up. We're seeing price compress inside of this ascending structure with higher lows forming, but capped by resistance above, which is the 95.2. This tells me that buyers are stepping in, but sellers are still actively selling overhead. They're still active overhead. So when price compresses like this, it usually does lead to expansion, meaning a large move is coming. Now, whether this large move was the big move or not, I don't know, because we did have a 10% correction once we did get rejected at $95,000. So this purple zone has been the most important support on the charts. As long as Bitcoin holds this area on a daily closing basis, the bullish structure remains intact. If we lose this with strong volume and follow through, the probability of a deeper pullback increases significantly. This is where bulls must defend. On the upside, Bitcoin needs to reclaim this resistance zone between roughly 91.3, which is the most important level that we've been talking about for a couple months now, and eventually double topping at 95, maybe breaking out of 95. That would be the best case scenario if we break 91.3, get back over to 95, and then 103 is the next higher high. This does align with the previous structure of moving averages, which makes a strong technical barrier. A clean close above this zone would be bullish signal and suggestion of continuation to 103. So if Bitcoin loses this area of support, the bullish structure breaks. In that case, the next downside target will be around 83,000, but I do think that if we do go to 83,000, then we're probably going to get a bigger capitulation to $70,000. That's the next area of support on the macro time frame, and that's the next area where I'm personally buying Bitcoin. It's going to only be 0.002, but this is my dollar cost average with Bitcoin. So right now, this is where patience is key. The market is deciding the direction right now. Good thing is that we are still maintaining this uptrend, and you did come down. I guess you did come down to this trend line in support, and you are getting a bounce. So that is pretty nice that it did that. At least you're still maintaining the structure, and we don't need to change anything with the chart. All right. Let's move on to the RSI. So the RSI and the momentum is currently neutral. It's sitting around the mid-range. This tells us that Bitcoin is not overbought or oversold, which supports the idea that a larger move is still ahead. If, obviously when we're overbought, which we were over here, which we did actually, we did note this. We do, on the channel, we do definitely emphasize, hey, we're oversold. We're probably putting in a bottom. And hey, we're overbought. We're probably putting in a top. So what do you know? We were oversold here. Price made a bottom, price made a low, and we had a capitulation. And then price was not like really overbought, but it did technically still hit overbought at 70, and price did top out here. So, we do really focus on that on the channel and on the live stream. So if you guys want to come check out the live streams, definitely come check out the live streams. And yeah, so the takeaway is simple. As long as Bitcoin support holds this support, I'm watching for a bullish breakout towards the next higher high, 91,395, and then 103, which supports this bear flag. I mean, I'm prematurely calling it, but bear flag. The only time that it's invalidated as a bear flag would be if we get a break over 103. If that happens, then it's a super cycle. We're going up to this purple box. If Bitcoin does break this purple box to the downside, 70,000 is next, and that's when I'm going to make my third Bitcoin video. Oh, like my third time buying Bitcoin at this area of support, and it took a long time. I mean, it's been months since the last time I bought. So yeah, a couple of other things that, I mean, we do focus on the Gaussian channel, but I don't want to make the video too long. But the reason why I have these days over here, which is 140 days, 175, 175, 175, is because I think that we are going to get some sort of big capitulation from right now until May 4th. So my guess is that we're going to get some sort of chop and a really big sell-off by May 4th. It could be tomorrow, it could be next month, it could be in May, okay? But that's what I think is going to happen. So we still have some opportunity for altcoins to show some sort of relief rally or have some sort of protection bounce before we have a capitulation. And the reason why I'm getting that data from is because every single time we've broken into the Gaussian channel on the weekly, it took 140 to 175 days of chop before we broke down and we printed red and officially started the bear market. So, and I show this in every single live stream and also in every video, but I don't want to make the video too long, but that's why this is there. So that's my thesis. That's my theory. So do with it what you want. I mean, you don't have to agree with that. You can disagree, but I'm just basing it off of history, and I'm most importantly playing it how I think it's going to play out, obviously. So I don't have infinite amount of money, so obviously I know that there's a capitulation coming. I know that it's going to be around 175 days out once we break into the channel. I know the channel is going to print red sometime from now until then. And I know that the next major area of capitulation and support is 70,000. Now, I'm not saying that 70,000 is the bottom. I'm just saying that once we get down there, we could look at what happens and we could start analyzing the next areas of resistance above that we need a break for continuation, or the next major capitulation in areas of support. So yeah, if you found this analysis helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below which direction do you think Bitcoin is headed next. Do you think we're headed to 139 to 148, or do you think the $70,000 is imminent, followed by lower lows? Thank you so much. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.